Today I was going through some of my stuff, and I got to come across this artwork. This artwork is full of memories. It is my first ever event I've ever done in life. Kogamba, this was the gateway to what I'm doing right now with Vector Events. So let me tell you a brief story about this. So one day I used to move to events. I would see a lot of people doing events, but then I would see two events that really inspired me a lot. There was an event called Kadanke, the youth festival, and then there was Buzz in his awards and other Buzz events. I think when I get a man, man, these guys, I would love to do something like this. So instead of really trying to do things in hiding, I made friends with a guy of Kadanke, Ibra, called him the Mugama man. I want to do an event, but it's really targeting the youth, blah blah. What would you tell me? Just told me, go ahead and do the event. We'll come and support you where we can. So I went on, did the planning, figured out a venue, figured out sharing hall in Zambia, and then I talked to a few friends, DJ Fik and others. Man, I need to put this thing together. Did the artwork like you see. I don't know what I was thinking to do this artwork, but this artwork was under my supervision, done by a great graphic designer. But it was under my supervision, but this is what I thought at the moment. So went ahead, did the artwork, brochure. So I talked to a few friends. Most of the things I did, actually, I didn't invest a lot of money. Most of the things I did were out of friendships and connections. For example, the printing was done by somebody else at a small fee. The artwork was done by a friend. Most of the work was done by friends. So we begin the marketing. We moved to schools. Together everywhere. We were giving out brochures and banners and flyers. And then it was a 3 months intensive activity. So D-Day comes, sound yali check, call a caller. A few friends from Mirinda brought me soda products to sell from Pepsi, some guy called Yasin, and other people. Now, D-Day, event here to say. Sawa emu, nobody. Sawa bili, nobody. Sawa nya, no one. Sawa tano, no people. Sawa mkag, I get my first about 20-30 people. And all of them are the complementaries, which are supposed to close by 1. And I'm like, okay, this is how it is all going to go. But by around 2 p.m., actually, in Zambia, I was trying to find something to eat, a cheap meal. But in Zambia, then they are calling me, hey, come back, the first booklet is done of tickets. And I'm like, okay, the first 100 are gone. On NZJBC, I came back. So when I came, I saw people lining up, and at the end of the day, we really made some money. We made about 3.8 million shillings for ticket sales of 5,000 Uganda shillings. On that event, after I deducted all costs and expenses, I made a profit of 800,000. You can imagine. After 3 intensive months of hard work, I made 800,000. But I went back home a satisfied guy with this event, because this event opened my mind to enter the next venture of events. It opened my mind. It gave me the courage in Sobolo Kubako Chenkola and with events. So when I went in, that was my first ever event. This event gave me a platform for the second event, which was called the Kiddos Fun Festival, which was a kids festival which was done at Wonder World. This was the basis, because the owner of that event, somehow we had the basis with and this was the story, because we had also put banners and posters at her place. So Nagamba, you're the guys who are littering my compound with this. Okay, we shall come and see. So I did my next event, which was now the game changer. In fact, it was the game changer. I'll tell you about that event in my next video. But one thing I learned from this event was, one, when you're entering events, just don't think of getting a quick buck of like, I'll make some money and then I'll run out and I'll get whatever you need. The events will shock you. They will shock you. You'll have something else in your head, they'll give you something else in your head. That is one. 2, one thing I learned is have friends. In everything. Influential people in all sectors. Because I'll tell you, the sound, somebody else helped me fix it. There was a guy called DJ Spring and DJ Fik, they helped me fix the sound. Sharing hall, booking, it would have come at a higher cost. But I talked to a friend who helped me get a booking at a simpler fee. I talked to Ibraka Danke, who gave me guidance and direction on how to go about this whole thing of events. I talked to the DJ Slick Stewart, DJ Rod and Nimrod. I told them, please pass by Mujemu Nkobineko. Galaxy FM gave me support. Have influential people and never be afraid to seek help. 3, pay service providers. People who do events want to think that when you enter this business, you've entered to really make a killing and then you're out. It doesn't end there. Pay service providers. I'm a service provider right now, and I feel hurt when people don't pay me at Vector events. It's painful. But when you take the money and you don't pay people, you may think it is chikuyambi, but you've lost a relationship, you've lost a lot of things. Let's pay service providers. It's really key, very, very key. And then fourthly, one thing I learned is when you're doing anything like entering the events business, be prepared for 2 things. Be prepared to lose a lot of money and be prepared to make a lot of money. But when you lose a lot of money, don't cry. Just cry about it a little bit, but don't cry so much, because it happens all the time. This event really brings a lot of memories to me, and it is the father and the mother of what we are doing right now with Vector Events. Though the business changed slightly a little bit, we are now basically into the fun and interactive space of events. But every time I see that event, it really brings a lot of memories because it ushered me into the events business, and that's what I've been doing for the past 5 years, alongside doing radio and other things. What a memory. Thank you so much for watching my video. Share if you feel like it would help a brother.